Good afternoon. Thank you all for joining us today, the NMAC conference team. We're excited to see you all next week at the 10th Annual Biomedical HIV Prevention Summit coming into Chicago. So these are just some things that you need to know before you go. As you probably know, if you've been to one of our summits or USCHA before, we like to do this about a week before the meeting begins, just to sort of introduce you to the space and place where you will spend the next few days. Again, my name is Danny Linden, and I am the conference director here at NMAC. The purpose of today's meeting is really, as I have mentioned previously, is to update on summit programming, logistics, and help you prepare for a seamless and productive conference. Our overview and agenda is I'll introduce the conference team. We'll talk a bit about how we've expanded our audience for the summit. We'll look at the hotel, some ground transportation. We'll give you the conference at a glance, where we'll look at some of the highlights and the numbers that we are at. We'll talk about registration and the check-in process, a bit about our exhibitors, our plenaries, PrEPpy Award, lounges, what's new in 2026, wrapping it up with a look and a discussion around the conference app, and thanking our summit sponsors, and then we'll open it up for questions to the team. Again, I'm Danny Linden. I'm the conference director here at NMAC. I'd like to introduce you all to my esteemed colleagues, Tracy Williams, Shantae Gray, and Diane Ferguson, all members of the NMAC conference team, and many of you already know who we are. Some of you will meet Tracy for the first time. She's relatively new to the conference team, and Shantae and Diane are certainly NMAC conference veterans. So I'm going to turn it over now to Tracy Williams, conference manager, and Tracy's going to tell you a bit about the Chicago Marriott and introduce you to that, and talk a bit about the shuttle services to get you from the airport to the hotel.
Good afternoon. Yes, thank you, Danny. Good afternoon, everyone. So just to make sure we're all on the same page, the hotel that we are holding our conference is the Chicago Marriott downtown on Magnificent Mile. So it might be a good idea to copy this address just so you'll know exactly where you'll be going for a week, few days. Go to the next slide. Thank you. So if you are flying to Chicago O'Hare Airport, they do have 5 ways to get to the hotel: subway, bus, taxi, airport transfers, and you can also drive from the airport, just to give you an idea of ways to get to the hotel. And if you take the subway line, it is the blue line going towards the hotel. So just to give you a little overview of ways to get there. Okay, so talking about some of our floors, the meeting is held on several different floors within the hotel. They do have escalators and elevators going to each floor, but just to give you an idea, the 4th floor, we will host a lot of our session breakouts. So that is basically the 4th floor. The 5th floor, that is the heart of our conference. So that is where our exhibit hall and our IPosters will be held, and RAN is on the 5th floor. So just keep that in mind. 5th floor is the heart of the conference, and that's our exhibit hall area. The 6th floor is another floor that we will have sessions. We're having a lot of our session breakouts. So we do have sessions on several floors. So definitely when you're looking at your app and your program, that's something that you just might want to make sure you're looking at, is which floor the meeting room is being held on, because that will be important to know. And then the 7th floor will be the floor that we'll all start off on. Actually, we're going to start our way up and then work our way down, but we will start off with registration. So a lot of us will, need to go to registration to check in, make sure we're good to go. So that is the floor that we will start on. And The seventh floor is actually a lot of where our luncheons will be held. During the day, we will have one session a day, and lunch is included. So yeah, we'll be good to go there on the seventh floor. And I pass the mic over to Diane.
Hello, everybody. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the agenda and what's going to be happening the few days that we are at the Biomedical HIV Prevention Summit in Chicago, Illinois. The conference overview and agenda, the agenda is listed with the agenda at a glance on the website, but please download the Summit app. It is 2026 BHPS, and it will have the most updated information, the schedule, the programs, the affinity sessions, all the good stuff will be available in the app. Next slide. As of today, we have 70 workshops. 6 of those are simulation labs, and we have 90 IPosters. We are going into a different direction this year without the poster boards. We will be having the IPosters on monitors, and we look forward to that very new experience. Next slide. We have 5 tracks for the summit, and inside those tracks, we have for the first track, 16 sessions, 16 workshops. Track 2 is 9 workshops. Track 3, we have 15 workshops. Track 4, 15 workshops. And track 5, 12 workshops. So we are chock full of innovative system thinking, health quality and health communication, health determinant information that will cover a gambit of everything. So you have plenty to choose from the workshops that we have available to you. Next slide. We also are offering CEs for most of our workshops. We have 74 people so far, or registrants that have requested CEs. More information about the CEs is on our website and is also available in the app. Next slide. The conference overview continues with 3 plenaries. We have the opening plenary on Wednesday at 5 p.m. The luncheon plenary on Thursday is at 12:30, hosted by Gilead. The opening plenary is hosted by MMAC. The luncheon plenary on Thursday is hosted by Gilead, and the luncheon plenary on Friday is hosted by NMAC. And they are filled with wonderful speakers, and they're just going to be awesome plenaries. So please make sure that you go to the luncheon plenaries. And we also have 42 exhibit booths, which we are all very excited about. Wonderful exhibitors with all kinds of giveaways and information about their organizations or their companies. Next slide. And we are happy and proud to say that we have 1,108 attendees registered for the summit. You will see people that you have seen at many of our summits and USCHAs, and please make yourselves available and open to meeting new folks in the community and in the medical field. Next slide. And as I mentioned, please download the 2026 BHPS app. It is available on the Google Play Store and inside the Apple Store. It'll be available for you to download on Monday, April 6th. I know this says after April 6th, but we're going to have it available first thing Monday morning for you to download. You can set your schedule on the app. You can see where the locations of the workshops are, where the locations of the lounges are. You can see the speakers, the exhibits, the exhibit hall, all the maps are there. So please download the app, Monday morning and set your schedule to what you want to attend. And if you have any questions regarding the workshops or the app, you can contact me, dferguson@nmac.org. Next slide. And I will pass it over to my colleague, Shantae Gray.
Thank you, Diane. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Shantae Gray. I probably have met almost everyone at this point, but I'm happy and excited to have you join us at BHPS. You will see me there near the registration exhibit hall. I've always said I am the director of first impressions. I am the one to make sure from the time you step on the scene that you are having an amazing time and enjoying the conference. So I'll be around. If you see me, please stop me. I would love to say hello. We'll be having registration and check-in on the 7th floor. Registration does open up at 1 p.m. on Wednesday. I always suggest to get there early. The earlier the better. If you've been to the conference, you know how the lines get. So I always suggest getting there early. But we'll be there waiting for you. Next. Next, on the 7th floor, we will have our plenary sessions. Again, Wednesday, it starts in the evening time, but Thursday and Friday, they are lunch plenary sessions. So this will be located on the 7th floor. Next. Exhibit hall is located on the 5th floor. Also, IPosters is in the foyer area, which is also on the 5th floor. And this year, which is something totally new, we have our welcome reception, where everyone who's attending the conference is welcome to the welcome reception. Please come enjoy good music, good food, and networking. This is the perfect time to network. They kicked me off. Next, we'll go over the exhibitors. As Diane mentioned, we have 40 plus exhibitors. We have 8 sponsors. So we are excited. There will be a ton of giveaways in the exhibit hall. Please take time to come down and see what's going on for 2026. The welcome reception that I talked about earlier, it's a Taste of Chicago. So you'll come and you'll see what we have to offer. This one is an evening of connection, culture, and celebration. We'll have curated selections of cuisine and live entertainment. This is the place you will want to be at. I know I could talk about a lot of things, but the welcome reception is where you will want to be. It will start immediately after the plenary. You can walk on downstairs. You can catch the elevator, escalator down to the 5th floor. And again, we will welcome you with open arms. So come on down there and get some great food, entertainment, and networking. And I always suggest, you can keep it there. I always suggest to bring business cards. If this is your first time attending, listen, you have 1,000 people that you can shake hands and talk with. And so if you're ready to network, this is the place for you. I highly suggest come and meet who's in your field because everyone will be at this conference. So let's go over some lounges. We're excited to continue to have our People Living with HIV Lounge. And it's a quiet, welcoming space for people living with HIV to connect, engage in conversation, meet fellow participants, and enjoy light refreshments. And I know it's the People Living with HIV Lounge, but it's open to everyone. So anyone and everyone that's an attendee is welcome to stop through this lounge. Next, please. What's new is our Zen Lounge. It's our Chicago-inspired space designed for relaxation. This year we'll have massage chairs. I love a massage chair. So you may see me there. I know I said I'm going to be at registration, but I may also be in the Zen Lounge. You can come past the Zen Lounge. It's massage chairs, it's neck massages, it's calming music, it's soothing environment. As we know, at a conference of 1,000+ people, people need a break. People need some time to just zone out. And so we have created this lounge just for that, for you to have some time to yourself. And it's literally is our quiet zone. So it won't be phone calls. It won't be any talking. It's more for you to go and relax and get yourself together for a while. So it's open. Like Diane mentioned, everything is in the app. Please check out the app and look at the times that it's open. If it's open, you're more than welcome to come in and enjoy the amenities. Another new thing that we're excited about, and this went out in our newsletter yesterday. This year we have morning yoga. Just note morning yoga is at the Marriott Fitness Center on the 9th floor, and it's open from 7 to 8 a.m. Please note participation is first come, first serve. We highly, highly, highly suggest you registering and getting on a link. And that link will have you go. We have April the 9th and April the 10th. If you can't get into April the 9th, we will have April the 10th available. If you just so happen to walk in a space available, you could walk in. If there is no space available, we apologize in advance. Again, we apologize in advance, but it is first come, first serve with limited amount of space. But we are happy to have this. Our yoga instruction will be amazing. So if you have availability, please come down. Or go up actually, because it's on the ninth floor. Also, I just want to mention that I did not mention earlier. The dress code is business casual. The weather for next week is brisk, so it's a little cold. I always tell people to bring sweaters. I don't know how many conferences you've been to, but the heat and the cold, one minute you will be freezing and the next minute you'll be warm. Please dress comfortable. Bring an extra sweater, bring a light jacket that you can throw on. Sometimes we just can't control with big crowds like this, the temperature. So bring enough that you could be comfortable. I always suggest comfortable shoes. If it is a lot of walking, you will be going from different floors to different workshops. And so now I'll turn it back over to Danny. Also, I'll be staying on to the end. So if you have any questions, and I know this is a lot to catch in at such a small time, but we'll be here at the end to answer any questions. So I'll turn it over to Danny now. Danny.
Thank you so much, Shantae. I just want to take you all on a quick brief tour, our journey, adventure through the three plenaries. And again, it was mentioned earlier that our 5 p.m. opening plenary on Wednesday, April 8th, our featured speakers are our very own CEO, Harold Phillips, Dr. Dimitri Daskalakis, and Congresswoman Delia Ramirez. So we are looking forward to that, and where the topic is leading with a syndemic approach to end HIV. And again, that is on the 7th floor ballroom, and that begins at 5 p.m. and is followed by the opening reception. Our Thursday lunch plenary is actually organized and sponsored by Gilead. Their topic is PrEP and the City, Navigating the Evolving Landscape of Prevention. And so you'll just have to come to that plenary and you'll see who some of the speakers are and entertainment that they have in store for you. Finally, then on Friday, our lunch plenary and PrEPpy awards. And so we have a large panel discussion that is moderated or co-moderated by both Leandro Mena, MD, and Moises Agosto Rosario, both of INMAC, supporting and strengthening HIV workforce development. So you want to be there with Dr. Allison Footma, Dr. Maya Green, Dr. William King, Alton Dyson, Commissioner Precious Brady Davis, and Dr. Barbara Vanderpool. So it's all about strengthening the HIV workforce and development. This plenary also contains our PrEPpy Awards. And if you have been to the summit before, you probably know a bit about the PrEPpy Awards. But if you have this your first time and you're new, just want to say that the PrEPpy Award recognizes an outstanding HIV prevention campaign that centers community and reflects the diversity of populations impacted by HIV. So the PrEPpy Award winners will join us and are featured in this Friday plenary. And you'll have an opportunity to be told more about them and meet them as earlier before that Friday plenary, but this is where the actual awards will take place. So again, you will want to see you at that Friday lunch plenary and at the PrEPpy Awards. One of the things that Shantae did mention that is new in 2026, and we also want to sort of shine a light on this, is IPoster Row. And what iPosters are is, if you think of the traditional freestanding posters, we have moved those to an electronic platform that we are using that is being adopted at a number of other conferences that allows you to scroll through the entirety of all of the accepted posters, and some posters will be embedded with video, others will have some audio, and others will be straight direct to standard poster to an electronic platform. The thing to remind that you should be aware of is these are touch screens that permit scrolling. So those are located on the 5th floor near the built-in registration area. And we are looking forward to introducing this technology at the summit, and will expect and hope to continue it at USCHA. I mentioned the PrEPpy Awards, so please do attend the PrEPpy Awards at our Friday closing plenary. And again, you'll have an opportunity to vote for the actual winner and the presentations on stage. At this point, I simply want to thank all of the sponsors of the summit, not only for their sponsorship of the summit, the meeting itself, but also of today's webinar and all that we do to bring you the summit. These are the sponsors who are behind this: Gilead Merck, Mr. Vive Healthcare, Alchemy, Avita, Q-Care, CVS Specialty, Healthvana, Commando, Keith Haring Foundation, Vivant Health, Us Helping Us People into Living, and our media sponsor, Pause Magazine. At this time, we'll turn it over for questions.
There's nothing in the chat yet.
Oh, okay. Were we that thorough? I'm sorry. Can you still see my screen with the questions?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry about that. I was having a little technical difficulty here. No questions?
Someone is asking about the travel agent.
Yes, I can respond to that. If you are an option B participant support recipient, formerly known as what we called scholarship, or if you, for any reason, are being in any way have travel supported by INMAC, Navan is the online travel agent. And if you haven't already secured your travel, you can do so directly through Navan. If you have questions, please email me directly about that, dlinden, D-L-I-N-D-E-N, at nmac.org. Again, this is only referencing those people who are maybe on our presenter list or have option B scholarships. Those are the only official list of approved travelers through NMAC for Navan.
So I think the other question was about the hotel rate. We are officially sold out at the conference at this hotel. We do have some hotels that we can recommend in the neighborhood. If you have any questions, you can email us at conference@nmac.org and we could get you the list of hotels in the area.
Thank you, Charles. It's our pleasure. If there are no further questions, we will end the webinar now. It will be posted, but thank you all for attending today, and we look forward to seeing each and every one of you next week. And thank you all to my colleagues for making this presentation possible. Thank you all for coming to the summit. Bye-bye.